Welcome back to Prime. I am here with Piers Allman, who is chairman of the Highland Park Centennial Committee, to celebrate the 100 years of Highland Park. And they've got a lot of very fun things going on this year. The Highland Park Film Festival and a big picnic coming up in October. So we are here. Thank you, Mr. Allman, for being here.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to talk to you about this. And 100 years of Highland Park, that's a pretty decent milestone.
It is a remarkable milestone, Emily. It celebrates the incorporation of Highland Park as a town. Highland Park actually began in 1906. And the early development was from a real estate firm, Flippin Prather Realty. They were the sons-in-law of John Armstrong, who bought the land that is Highland Park.
Oh, interesting.
So it was incorporated as a town, officially became a town, instead of a private residential development in 1913. So 2013 is the centennial of the formation of the town. Then 2014 will celebrate the centennial of the Highland Park School District. 2015 will celebrate the centennial of the opening of SMU, and 2016 will celebrate the centennial of the Highland Park Methodist Church.
Is that right? So you've got a few celebrations going on.
It is, and in the centennial era, the neat thing is that all of those stem from the development of Highland Park.
How interesting. So because Highland Park is I mean, I don't know if it's an anomaly in terms of other towns and cities in the United States, and the fact that it has its own, bubble with Dallas surrounding it. Mm-hmm. And so, it has its own tax system, is that right? Its own
police?
It's
a city manager, council manager form of government. There is a town council with elected officials, and there is a staff, and there is a town administrator. And another interesting thing is that the folks who are elected to serve never go on to further political office. They regard this as a civic duty, much as our forefathers did in the founding, of the United States.
Oh, how nice. So
Highland Park is only 2.2 square miles.
You see, that amazes me.
And 62 acres of the original 1,326 were set aside for parks when John Armstrong, who was the man that bought the land, decided to plan a premier residential community. He went to California, this was in 1907, and hired a man named Wilbur David Cook, who had just laid out a new community in California known as Beverly Hills. And he said, I like this, and I want you to come to Dallas and lay out a master plan for this community. He came in, wanted a topographic map, which in that day was unusual, but they had one. And he walked around and then went back, and in about 6 months came in for the master plan for the community that is today Highland Park.
Interesting. And I hear that in every affluent community around the States, they have a Beverly Drive, because we interviewed the Beverly Drive magazine editor, and she said that is a street in most communities in the
other streets in the community were named for colleges. You have Dartmouth and Harvard and Stanford and all of that.
Right.
And other names actually come back from probably Evangeline or Hiawatha. You have Neoma and Nokomis, the two lakes there and the bridges.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's beautiful down there.
And the Lakeside Drive, which used to be a cattle trail, which is obvious, named for the lake, which is Turtle Creek, and it was dammed up in 1890 by Henry Exall to form Exall's Lake. And folks would ride the streetcar from downtown Dallas and come out to Knox Street and then hike across the fields and go to the lake and get in little boats and go punting, as they do it on the Thames.
How wonderful.
On the lake.
Oh, can they not recreate that now? Because I can see people doing that, drinking
We're going to try to do that in October.
That would be great.
The film festival, the book festival have been enormously popular. And then Sunday, October 27th, will be Centennial Sunday. Mm-hmm. And we'll have special observances in the churches, in the park cities.
Right.
And then on Lakeside Drive, block off Lakeside Drive, and have a great big community birthday party celebrating just living in this remarkable community where the people make the difference.
The people really do. I mean, there's extraordinary people in Highland Park. So there's the October 27th Centennial Picnic, and then right now going on the first and third Monday of every month until the end of August is the Film Festival.
The Film Festival. We started with Lawrence of Arabia and The Thin Man, and coming up is Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is everybody's feel-good movie,
That is, I love it.
And then we'll have Sunset Boulevard, and of course you have to have a Western. And so we have a Western, and it's shot classically in black and white with
Yeah.
the man who shot Liberty Valance. I mean, who else but John Wayne? If you can have a Western, it's got to be John Wayne.
Absolutely, it does have to be
And then
John
you
Wayne.
wrap up with, again, I think the happiest film of all time, everybody's favorite, The Sound of Music. Yeah.
That will.
So we're celebrating 100 years of entertainment. You know, the entertaining quality of American film.
And great classic cinema.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here and telling us
My
about this
pleasure.
today. And so if you want more information, go to highlandparkcentennial.com.
That's it.
Okay, so highlandparkcentennial.com, there are events going on through the year. So do go and join those great folks down there, because it really is a celebration to be a part of. We will be right back with Paulette Martzoff from Ali Koosh. Stay with us.